Hello and welcome back to some more Genshin Impact. So, before I continue with the Archon quest, I decided that I wanted to do some of the timed event stuff. At least one of these trials here, because all of the trials are now unlocked. And then I may end up actually doing the rest of them off camera. It depends on how quickly this goes. I can actually start them from anywhere. So, the sensory trial. The turbulent undercurrents respond to the thunder's roar. After the trigger of the electrocharge reaction, you will gain significant buffs. Use this to widen your advantage in battle. So let's go ahead and select go to challenge, select the characters that I want to use. I can use some of my own characters, but it also has trial characters that you can use too. And they limit you to certain characters, so you know what? I'm going to go like that. And start. 2 trial characters with 2 of my own. I didn't read any of that stuff. Okay, so what is this? Teleport. No, why would I want to use the teleporter? Just start the final challenge. Okay, that's why you want to use the teleport. So let's do that, I guess. And start this challenge.
Solidify!
By royal decree,
Do this.
6308.
Kinda do all that stuff. I haven't actually played as him yet, so whoa, what was that? That was weird. He's like a really big blast of energy or something. Whoa!
Justice is blindsided.
Stand clear.
That's funny. Hey, you. I'm not really used to using this combination of characters, so I keep trying to switch to the wrong character, and I don't think I'm supposed to be down here. Okay, there we go. I gotta grab that very fast. Is that all? Huh. Okay, back into the teleporter we go. So I guess I can access another teleporter over here, right? That makes sense. Come on. So, should I heal? Nah, I don't need to heal yet.
Midnight Phantasmagoria.
Do that.
Settle down.
And die! That's just his charge attack after you use his
Let the mighty be humbled.
elemental skill. Wow. Wait. Opponents will be further weakened? Oh, that was it? He just obliterated those enemies. Wow. Okay then. I don't mind. I can't believe that happened. Anyways,
What you got?
do that, followed by this. You know what? Stun them all very fast.
Animal test 6308. Animal hypostasis emulation. Absorption test. Wings of darkness. Come, sever.
I mean, these enemies aren't that strong, but still.
I wasn't
And his elemental burst is now up, so I can use that in the final fight. May as well equip that for a boost in strength.
solidify.
Let's stun them all very fast. And then
Animal test 6308. Swirl.
gather them up like that.
The tides beckon. Settle down.
Huh. Good grief.
Feeling lucky today. Rise.
He's actually pretty cool.
Shadow Raven.
Nuvolet.
One night fall. Absorption test.
I mean, there's a lot of different
Enhanced animal module 75.
characters that are really cool, but
Finally, some target practice.
you just gotta actually try them every once in a while. And events like this do allow you to do so.
Let the mighty be humbled. Bow your head.
Wow, that is a really strong ability.
Stabilize.
And the fact that I found that out by accident,
Where do you think you
I
are?
will have order.
like, I just randomly decided to use his charge attack because that's something that I do with Ayaka a lot.
Absorption test.
And it turned out to be a really good idea.
Swirl. Mark 2.
This character is not messing around.
Solidify. Settle down.
There we go. Awesome. So the question is did I get any kind of prizes for that? Okay, thankfully I got both of the prizes. I'm glad that I included Fischl in that group of fights. So let's do one more on camera, at least one more. Complete the hammering trial, deal damage 40 times with charge attacks in total. Okay, that sounds easy enough. Whoops. I want to go to challenge. And as always, I'm going to be having Zhongli with me. And I'll have 3 of the other characters be trial characters. Oh, wow. It's all Pyro. Okay. And once again, let's use this teleporter right here to go to the first area. Now I have to remember to use charged attacks a lot.
Race you.
Let's try... Whoops. I was gonna say, let's try Linny.
Now disappear.
Okay. Maybe his elemental burst will be more impressive.
And voila.
Oh, I don't want to use it on this enemy though. It's almost dead.
Stabilize.
I wish they told you how many charge attacks you've used.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Here comes the finale.
Huh, what the? Whoa!
Now disappear.
Huh. That was cool. Oh wait, it does tell you how many charge attacks you've done. Okay. Total charge attacks that dealt damage, 13 out of 40. 15 out of 40. Wait a second. Whenever I use a charge attack with him, does it... Yeah, I think it's actually increasing it by 2 each time. Yeah, it is. When it hits.
Solidify.
So what about with him? Just out of curiosity. Do I have to charge it completely? I think I do.
Boba, get them.
Anyways, doesn't matter.
Step right up.
Let's light it up.
Cut down.
Hey, now I'm not as worried. Since I now know how many charge attacks I need. For some reason, I didn't notice anything like that in the previous
Off we go.
set of fights. You know, the previous trial. So I'm glad that I noticed it here.
Adventure time.
Okay.
Adventure time. I'm going in.
Let's
Round of applause.
use his ability here.
Now disappear.
Oh! Oh, that's what you're supposed to do with that. I'm pretty sure I wasn't using that correctly before. Oh, wow. That one went really fast for some reason. It felt as fast as the other time, you know, where I wiped out that second group of enemies in the first trial. That was the second group this time, too.
Now I got stomach cramps.
Okay, heal up a little bit.
Stabilize.
Oh,
Nice and spicy.
huh.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Do that, and then bring him out. Huh. I wonder if
This is order.
I'm using his elemental burst correctly, Linny's, because it doesn't feel like I am.
Voila. Let's get this show on the road.
Am I actually supposed to use it that way? Whatever. Okay, I have to somehow get a total of 9 more charge attacks before this trial ends, which means that that's what I'm going to be focusing exclusively on initially.
Solidify.
No elemental bursts. 1, 2. You know what? It's better to use Benny because he increases it by 2 each time. There we go. Oh,
Going in.
his elemental skill could be charged?
Get them.
Oh, I never knew that.
Order.
Oh, and I just remembered something. Which one is it, Lenny? I can knock this guy off his,
A round of applause.
or out of the air. I was gonna say off his
Now
feet,
disappear.
but obviously he's not on his feet.
Teamwork is dreamwork.
Okay. Knock you out of the air again, or don't. If I sound a little bit funny, it's because I've been sick.
Here comes the finale.
Every time I think I'm getting better, I end up
This is order.
feeling worse the next day. It's really weird.
Going in.
Anyways, right now my nose is all stuffy,
Let's get this show on the road.
and it's hard for me to think straight a little bit because of that. And collect those. So yeah, that was fun. You get the idea what the rest of these are going to be like. So I'm going to do the rest of them off camera. Anyways, now it's time to continue the story. One of them is down here.
Hey, you over there?
Hmm? Who, me?
Yeah, you. Say, do you like playing card games? You know, like Genius Invocation TCG?
Oh, please, no. Even people down here play that game?
You TCG players are like mint in the wild, literally sprouting up everywhere.
It's not that I don't like it, it's that I don't really like playing it on camera. It's a little bit weird, because it's, like, there are a lot of awkward pauses that you have to edit out and stuff. I don't know.
Hey, come on now. What's wrong with finding fellow Invocation aficionados? Anyway, care to join me for a game?
No thanks, we're busy with other things at the moment. Yay!
All right. No pressure.
But why would you be looking for people to play Genius Invocation in a place like this? Don't people usually come here to fight?
Whether you're throwing down cards or throwing punches, it's all a competition, isn't it? It's all the same in my eyes. There are lots of card players here in the fortress. When I saw you, I immediately thought, hey, even outsiders from other nations play cards. So I came over to say hi.
Would you mind chatting with us for a moment?
Sure.
Great! Since you've been here longer than us, you need to flex your seniority a little bit, right? Maybe you could start by telling us newcomers some stories about this place.
I thought you would have already heard everything by now. All right, then. Did you have anything specific in mind? Or do you want me to just pick a topic?
Why don't you pick? We'll let you know if we've heard it already.
All right. Have you heard any strange rumors since you've arrived?
Yeah, we have.
Ben, did you know that there are some people who are always gossiping over in the corner?
I didn't know that.
There are two guys who are always skulking around in the corners of corridors gossiping. The bigger guy is Quisto, and the skinny one is Lavaroon. People call them the Bombshell Bros.
Huh.
I never really found their gossip very mind-blowing. It's pretty much just the same stuff that I hear about when I'm at work every day. If you're interested, you can go talk with them. They tend to talk a lot of nonsense, but they aren't exactly bad.
Okay.
Good to know. Do you have anything else to tell us?
Let me think. Sounds like you want to hear something a little more tantalizing. Oh, did you know that the Duke was also a convict in the Fortress of Meropide before?
No, I did not know that.
Huh? Wait, are you serious?
That's right. The Duke was an inmate just like you and me. Seems he was exiled here for committing some crime. Who knows how he ended up rising up to become the warden, though. To go from an ordinary inmate to becoming the manager of the whole place? I'm not gonna lie, I kinda respect that.
Huh. By the way, do you happen to know anything about a forbidden zone?
A forbidden zone? Sounds like something that someone just made up. I've never heard of that. Where did you hear about it?
It's just a rumor we've been hearing, but no worries if you've never heard of it. Do you have anything else you can tell us?
Anything else? Not that I can think of, but I'll be sure to tell you anything interesting I hear next time. You'll have to play a game of Genius Invocation with me first, though. See you later. Hey, let's play a game if you ever have time.
No, thank you. Unless the game forces me to.
Look, there are some people talking over there. Let's listen in on the conversation.
Hopefully they don't mind us eavesdropping.
If you ask me, those pompous parasites on the surface act like they're all a bunch of aristocrats. Do any of them give half a hoot about a bunch of dogs like us?
Hey, speak for yourself, mate. I'm no dog.
Oh, you think you're special or something? If you're here, then you're just a convict like the rest of us. I've heard that even if you're released after serving your sentence, going back to life on the surface ain't any better. Once a criminal, always a criminal. We're marked for life.
You could just move to a different place.
I don't buy that.
Hey, how cool would it be if the whole world was destroyed by a giant flood and everyone had to start over from nothing?
What kind of filthy bilgewater are you spewing? I have family up there. You best shut your sewer hole with talk like that. Listen, things ain't so great on the surface, but who says that you have to leave? I've heard that you can still stay here and work even after you've served your sentence. Not bad if you ask me. Who wants to live in the ruddy overworld anyway?
I mean, you have family up there, right?
And what makes you think they'd want to hire someone like you? That's one of the great mysteries of the universe, how someone as useless as you is so confident.
Whoa. Sounds like they're really unhappy about the overworld. Speaking of which, Paimon never heard anyone use the words overworld or underworld when we were living up there. Is it only something the inmates down here say?
I think you're right. It's normal for convicts to be unhappy.
That's true.
Okay, let's see if they have anything else to say.
Anyway, I've already decided to stay here.
Wish I could say the same.
The other two don't have anything to say. It's weird. Oh, I just noticed something funny about them. For some reason, he's called the downcast convict, and he's called the sinister convict. Wasn't it the other way around? Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, wait, no. The big guy was called grumpy convict before, wasn't he? Weird. I don't know. Some more people to eavesdrop on?
Over there. Let's go listen in.
So I said, that's not a faucet. Hey, who are you two? Why'd you come over all of a sudden?
Sorry for eavesdropping. Sounds like you were talking about something private.
What's the matter? They're just looking to join in on our fun, that's all.
Hey, don't pretend like it's okay for them to just interrupt us like that. Yeah, fine. You're lucky we don't mind extroverts that much.
Thanks, you guys really are nice.
You hear that, Quisto? We're nice!
Oh, it's these
Your
two.
expressions tell me you're looking to hear some juicy info, am I right? But before that, it just so happens that I know you two.
Oh, really?
Really? Are we that famous?
You're kidding. How often does anyone get a personal tour led by His Grace himself? Practically everyone was talking about it. Word has it that you also caused quite the kerfuffle.
Oh, it was just a little mistake.
A little mistake, huh? I like the way you put it. You see, people with a good attitude can join our group anytime. Unlike some of the others here.
Your group?
I'm Quisto, and this is Lavaroon. People usually call us the Bombshell Bros, but don't worry. We're not playing with bombs or anything. It's just that our information is always so explosive, and we blow minds on the regular.
So, you two really like to gossip? Whew, you sure know how to embellish.
No, you don't get it. Knowing intelligence will make things better for you here. For example, knowing who's working with whom, who has the latest rumors, who's not getting along. Wouldn't you like to know all that?
Sure, fill us in. Oh my Archon, I'd love to know. Please tell me. Sure.
Whoa, all this info's worth something, you know? You should prove you're worthy of it.
I don't mind him. Quisto's always this way. Just play nice and say something to massage his ego. The welfare meals. Talk about the welfare meals.
We ate the most incredible welfare meal recently, blah.
Right. That meal we had yesterday was super delicious. Paimon can still taste it whenever she closes her eyes.
So is he the guy who makes the meals or something?
Is that so? To tell you the truth, I've been helping out with making those welfare meals. I've been working as a kitchen assistant for about a month and a half now.
Oh, so you're the one who made those delicious steaks. Amazing. You could be a professional chef.
You are correct. I am a true professional. In fact, I even went to culinary school. Since you like my cooking, I guess that means we share similar tastes. Listen carefully. This little bombshell will help you learn what's really going on here in the fortress.
Okay. Did Lava Rune... Is it Lava? I don't know. Just wink at me? It seems he's saying, don't be upset, he's a good fellow.
Listen, kids. The power structure within the fortress is quite complicated. The overworlders couldn't care less about us down here. We're basically dogs to them. You've already met the one person here you should never cross, the Duke, Risley. He knows more than you think. And if he doesn't care about something, then he often doesn't bother dealing with it.
Those who have the Duke's attention get all kinds of special perks. Even better treatment in the infirmary.
I know who you mean. It's that Jurier character, right? I don't think there's anything useful about him at all. Why does he visit the infirmary practically every day? Is it normal for anyone to be going in and out of there so often? If you ask me, he's just faking it to get out of work.
But did you know that Jurier was a talented researcher from the Fontaine Research Institute before he came here? There's no denying that.
So is he doing something to help? Like, is he researching something here still, or? I don't know.
I don't care if he was a researcher that could turn dirt into Mora. Once you're in the Fortress of Meropide, you're just another inmate like everybody else.
Interesting. According to Quisto, a person named Jurier, I don't know if I'm saying that correctly, frequents the infirmary. I should take note of that.
Speaking of which, the last time I saw him, he was passing by in the corridor with Lorvine. I also heard they started arguing in the library and got into a fight, right? Guess that's just how terrible of a guy he is.
You mean he hit a woman? Wow.
Huh?
I never imagined he was that bad.
But that Lorvine's also quite the odd one, you know? She's always gabbing away, got into a fight with a man, and she also got sent to the infirmary. Come to think of it, I always see her going to the sick bay every couple of days, too.
Wait a second. You don't think?
Could it be that they're secretly meeting there to go on dates? But it's really hard to imagine.
After
Nah,
all,
I don't think
do
so.
remember seeing Lorvine beat Jurier to a pulp that one time. And we might be overthinking things.
Yeah. So, he had a confrontation with a girl named Lorvine, who also frequently visits the infirmary. I'll remember that too.
Okay, we've talked to just about everyone, and it's about time for us to go meet Linny. According to the card he left us, we should go meet him in the production zone.
Hey, let's talk to them again.
Is it really all right for us to talk about people behind their backs like this?
That's just how it goes. Good gossip is still gossip.
Yeah, I guess you're right. But wait, we're not just gossiping. This is legit information we're discussing here, right?
I don't know. I don't recommend that anybody gossip. They can avoid it. Anyways, we've got to go all the way down to the production zone. There he is.
Huh?
That look in your eyes. You found something?
Yeah, a little something, yeah. That was an interesting transition.
Hey, this is no time to be modest. Just tell him we found a boatload of information.
Oh, as expected of the legendary duo, you have my full and undivided attention.
You summarize your findings to Linny.
Huh. I'd have never guessed that myself. The rumors swirling about this place are unreliable after all, and Master Child probably went missing because he found a way out. He is a harbinger after all. I suppose he's much more resourceful than I initially gave him credit for. Unfortunately, this isn't enough for our final report to Father. We need to find out Master Child's exact whereabouts. Father told me that even though Master Child said he was just coming to Fontaine for a vacation, he actually had some personal reasons. His agenda might be linked to his disappearance.
The most important thing right now is to catch up to him.
His escape route is already flooded, so we'll have to task someone with professional diving skills to chase after him.
Well, when you put it that way, it's obvious that only Fremine would be up to the task.
Bingo! Is he around?
He's working today. Coming here as a group would have attracted too much attention. I'll talk to him about it later.
Please do. We're counting on you. And thank you.
No need to thank me. This was always a part of our mission after all. Honestly, I'm far more impressed by you guys managing to collect all this information right under Risley's watchful eyes.
Well, if Risley already knows what we're doing, then he probably doesn't care that we found all this information.
Collecting information has always been our strong point.
Now, let me think. To find out more information, Fremine will have to retrace Master Child's original route. And if he's to do that, he'll have to set out on the next pipe cleaning day at the earliest. That's 6 days from now. And after that, he'll probably take another 2 or 3 days to return.
You can even estimate how long it'll take for him to get back?
We've been working together for a long time. We know each other's capabilities like the backs of our hands. Traveler, what say you to meeting here 9 days from now? We'll be able to pick up Fremine while we're at it, too.
Okay, sure.
Oh, and there's just one last thing we'd like your help with. Though we can just sit back and wait for Fremine's report on Master Child's whereabouts, we still need to make more progress on the investigation of the Forbidden Zone. Fremine's no master of disguise. Lynette's still working on getting intel from the other areas, and I'll need to spend some time helping Fremine prepare for his diving mission. So, you are the only ones we can count on.
Yay.
What do you want us to do? Will it be hard?
Well, I won't call it easy per se, but I think you'll be able to pull it off.
He wants us to go into the Forbidden Zone, right?
Listen carefully. You'll need to find an excuse to get into the infirmary and investigate the room and environs.
Oh, okay.
You've mentioned several sketchy-looking people always meeting at the infirmary earlier, so it probably has something to do with the secret we're hoping to uncover. You've already met the head nurse, so she'll be less suspicious of you. Investigate the internal structure of the infirmary and any active dealings within, and pass those on to me alongside anything else you're able to discover. But also, there's no need to take risks. Don't forget, safety always comes first.
Sounds good. I'll give it my best shot. Did you only say that because I'm an amateur? Well, I'll select the top one.
My apologies, I just started rambling out of habit. It was almost as if I was talking to my younger brother.
He has a younger brother?
But that's not a bad thing, right?
But what if I'm the older brother?
All right, then we'll head out as soon as we finish our prep.
Huh.
Let's go our separate ways for now, then. Don't forget, we meet here again in 9 days. Stay safe.
See ya. After doing some prep work with Paimon, you begin slowly approaching the infirmary under the guise of just meandering around aimlessly. Oh yeah,
Hey,
Paimon
stay here
is
for now.
really good
Paimon
at
will
sneaking
take a peek.
around.
There seem to be several people inside.
Let's try to eavesdrop on them first. You and Paimon hide in the corner and try your best to eavesdrop on the people inside the infirmary. Several people appear to be engaged in conversation. I wish I could have read the rest of that. That's right, I feel like
It's not impossible.
it's not impossible.
Oh,
So, time.
it's a bit hard to understand them from here. So, why don't we just try to talk to them in person? Let's go as soon as you're ready.
You nod and take a long, deep breath before inhaling a large amount of vapor and foul-smelling something. If you recall correctly, that potion is a result of a failed attempt at alchemy you once performed. Having given it a good whiff, you hand the potion back to Paimon.
Someone! Please help! He's sick!
Even if I was trying to read all that in my own head without, like, reading it out loud, I still wouldn't be able to keep up. Wow.
Whoa, are you okay?
Oh my! What's wrong, little one? There's no need to panic. Take a deep breath before you begin. The traveler started complaining of a stomachache, and then nausea, and then collapsed onto the ground. Paimon doesn't know what to do! Freezing limbs, twitching fingers, and pale complexion? Could it be poison? Let me take a look. Please, lie down over here.
My stomach really hurts.
Don't worry, I'll get you to the bed safely. Here, hold on to my shoulder and walk slowly.
Okay.
You can do it, traveler!
Thank you. I'm sorry.
Don't apologize. You're sick after all. Now, please relax. I'm just going to do a preliminary checkup on you.
Sidgeween, is it Sidgeween? Has taken out a few instruments and begun to do her checkup. I hope I'm not so healthy that she gets suspicious.
I see now. My checkup has confirmed that he's not in any mortal danger. That's our worst fear out of the way. Eh? Oh, that's good. But I'll continue my diagnosis of the patient now. Please, relax and take a deep breath.
Sidgeween's using her hands to palpate different areas on my abdomen. Seems like she's using elemental energy too. Her expression's growing more and more relaxed.
Don't sense serious damage to your organs either. Does it hurt when I press here?
It's not too bad.
And here?
That hurts a little.
Huh? But based on my initial checkup, there shouldn't be a problem here. How strange.
Oh no, was my acting a bit over the top?
What about here? Does this hurt?
No, not really. Can barely feel it.
Oh. I understand. So that's what it is. I think you just ate something that disagreed with you. That's all. Nothing too serious. Outside of a pretty bad stomachache when it decides to act up. So that's what it is. Thank goodness it's not anything more serious. And there have been other inmates complaining about the food recently. I'll inform our head chef, Mr. Wolsey, of this problem as soon as possible. Congratulations! The health risk is incredibly low, so you should recover within a couple days. Why don't you take a rest here while I go get some medicine for you? Miss Levine, I'll have to trouble you to help me look after this new patient while I'm gone.
Very well.
And she hopped away, just like that.
This infiltration mission is going to much more smoothly than I imagined. Next, there are only 2 people left in the room. Sidgeween just called that woman Lorvine, so she has to be one of those who frequent one of those frequent visitors to the infirmary I've heard about before. Would that mean the man next to her is Jiro then? I don't know if I'm saying that.
Hello. So
correctly.
How are you feeling now?
Still not great. I can't keep staring at her. It'll draw unwanted attention. That guy also seems to have noticed. Now he's looking in my direction, too.
His stomachache's really bad. He was stumbling about the whole way here, so Paimon's really worried.
If Miss Sidgeween says it's not a serious problem, then there's no need to worry. She's the best medic we've got down here.
But it also looks like she's the only medic you've got down here.
Well, that's true.
What do you mean, that's true? That's really misrepresenting the situation. Of course I can't speak for the whole fortress, but it's not like everyone imprisoned here is useless, you know? Though they may have committed crimes and gotten locked up here as a result, they still know a thing or two about medicine, and they help Miss Sishuin take care of the sick and injured.
Yeah, you're right. But did you have to lecture me about it in front of another patient? Aren't you a patient too? Where did all your energy come from?
That's correct. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself.
Are you two also sick?
We've been sick a while. I come back every once in a while for checkups, and to pick up the medicines Miss Sijween prescribes for us. That's just the nature of chronic illnesses. As for her, you could say she fancies herself as Miss Sijween's capable helper because she learned a bit of medical knowledge ages ago.
Makes sense.
Please watch your mouth, Mr. Jurier. Don't forget that you are the primary reason I have frequent heart palpitations.
Jurier. Okay. I'll try to remember that.
Hey, don't start arguing now. Please, keep it civil at least.
These two seem to have a pretty terrible relationship and only ran into each other because they came here to pick up their meds at the same time. But outside of the two of them, there's nothing suspicious in the room. All the files on the table appear to be patient records, and while there's a box, I can't check it out right now. There also aren't that many furnishings on the wall. Wait, there seems to be a movable hatch on the ground over there.
Hey! There's no need to fight! Everyone will be released someday, so there's no need to argue over silly things like this!
But...
Release. It's way too early for us to even think about that. And who the heck knows if we'd even be able to continue our previous lives?
The presence of a movable hatch isn't strange by itself, but perhaps it's my adventurous intuition speaking. But isn't it a bit strange that there's a movable hatch here of all places? Yeah, it is kind of strange. Is it hiding something?
Please allow me to end this boring and useless conversation. Oh, and Mr. Jurier, I don't want to see your face here again anytime soon.
And same to you, Miss Lorvine. Anyway, that was more than enough rest for me, so I'm going to get out of this excessively noisy place. See you later, everyone.
He just slowly walked off like that?
That's just what he's like. I'm sorry you had to see all of that. I'm Lorvine, and that's... Well, his name is Jurier, but I hope you'll never have cause to remember his name.
You really can't stand him, huh?
You've only said his name like several times by now.
I mean, can you blame me? Who would like someone who's as arrogant and obsessed with weird research topics as he is? But there's no need to keep dwelling on him. I'll accompany you two for a while. Miss Sishween should be back soon, and I'm sure you'll feel better as soon as you've had some of her medicine.
Thank you for looking after me.
No. It's nothing.
I'm back! Did you rest like you promised?
Thank you for getting our medicine, Miss Sijween.
Did you all cooperate with your bed rest? I trust that nobody got up to walk around. Good. Here, this should be 2 days' worth of medicine for you. Take one pill now, and then continue your bed rest.
You take the stomachache pill that Sidween gave you.
Miss Levine, I left in a bit of a hurry just now. Do you still remember if we discussed the color of the pill that you should be taking today?
I remember. You said it should be yellow.
Okay. Did they talk about that before we walked in? Why don't I remember? It's kind of weird, isn't it?
I understand. These are yours. Please, make sure to go to bed early after taking them tonight. You'll benefit from a good night's sleep.
All right, then I'll also be on my way now. I hope you feel better soon, too.
Thanks.
See ya!
That was a weird interaction.
I'm going to fill out your medical record now. You're widely known as the Traveler, right? I just want to double check a few details, if that's alright with you. Those two made quite the commotion just now, so why don't we let the traveler rest? Paimon can answer the questions instead. So his primary symptoms are abdominal pain with secondary symptoms of nausea. Is there anything else? That's it. Alright then. Is there anything we should know besides to take the meds? No, his base constitution is quite good, so I'm sure he'll recover quite quickly after taking the medicine. Please make sure to stick to bland or less stimulating foods, and don't stay up too late at night. Got it. Paimon will hold the traveler to that for sure.
Sidgeween's still looking at me. I should just try to take a nap like she said.
Oh, you're going to take a nap already? Okay then, you get some rest.
You move yourself to a regular patient's bed and relax completely. The weariness from work and intel gathering something. You can, however, still catch something.
Lots of places together. He may look a bit under the weather now, but he's actually super strong. So you're the best of companions. Well, don't worry, he'll recover soon.
Companion. That word brings forth a wave of comfort. You let yourself relax and fall into a restful sleep.
How do you feel? You slept for a really long time, but we never left.
I feel a lot better. Thank you both.
Well, now you can go back without a worry in the world. Remember to take the meds regularly, and don't forget bland foods. Thank you, Miss Sidgeween. Paimon's in a really great mood today. Don't know why, but Paimon's head is filled with happy thoughts. Why don't we make the most of it? Let's take a walk around Fontaine and maybe buy some souvenirs and grab a tasty snack.
We're not supposed to be able to leave here, Paimon. Anyways, let's talk to her again.
Seems like a lot of people have been coming down with an upset stomach lately. I'll need to address that.
Something tells me she somehow drugged Paimon and then got Paimon to tell her basically everything. And look, this is the hatch that Aether saw before. Okay. Anyways, I believe that this is actually where I'm going to be ending the video. Let me just see where it wants me to go specifically. Yeah, it wants me to go to the dormitories, so... yeah, the next time I play, I will continue the Archon quest, and I will be finishing this off camera. And I just realized something. This right here, maybe this is what Paimon was talking about. It might be related to this, what she was saying before. It just happened to be timed perfectly with this becoming available for some reason. I don't know. But yeah, I'm going to finish this timed event off camera. So, yeah, thanks again for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.